Thank you, Purvasha, and thank you, Dr. Somshila, for this amazing opportunity. Good afternoon, Dr. Vikas, Dr. Mukesh Taneja, and thanks, Nidhi, for setting the stage and a fantastic introduction for transition DSEC to TMEC. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to briefly overview different criteria, especially in DMEC techniques like tissue selection, scroll preparation, loading and delivery of the graft, and obviously the most difficult one that we face, the unfolding of the graft in anterior chamber. Now, when it comes to tissue selection, older donor grafts in an earlier learning curve, somewhere more than 60 years, are better because when they are when we strip it, they tend to form a broader scroll, which is kind of easier to unfold in the anterior chamber with lesser manipulation. So in complex scenarios, like if you're coming across a patient who is high myope, who has deeper anterior chamber, it's better to have a scroll which is from an older donor. Avoid donors who are pseudophakic because they will tend to have scars at incision sites where you will tend to strip and get a DM tear while during the stripping procedure. Younger age donors tend to have tighter scrolls and they are difficult to unfold, and it's better to avoid them in the earlier learning curve. Also, diabetes is a presence of diabetes in donors is a partial, I would say, contraindication because the tissues tend to have it's more sticky, adhesive, so it can behave like young age donors. So in scroll preparation, the ultimate goal is to get an adequately sized scroll without any break, with the minimum touch and endothelial cell loss, getting a correct marking, which will help you in visualizing in anterior chamber for the right orientation, and then choosing one method that you are comfortable with. Now, there are various methods like double punch technique, no touch technique, the scuba technique, which involves the no touch technique under MK or media, and some advanced procedures like the yogurt technique by Dr. Zamalis and inverted DM technique by Dr. Mark Murin, and recently introduced blister technique by Dr. Mark Gorovar. But what I will do is I'll take you through the one that I prefer, which is double punch, where we have two punches, mainly 9.5 and 8 mm in size, which we use along with a curve tying forceps. So here, basically, it's important to center the graft first and then take a 9 mm Trifine and just give a gentle tap. Avoid going for a through and through punch here, and then stain for a few seconds, so which will give you a perfect rim where you have actually pushed the Trifine through, and then start stripping off the DM tags. You can remove the peripheral Descemet's 360 degrees. This gives a very nice plane to elevate the peripheral Descemet's with the help of Sinskey hook. And once you have 360 degrees elevated the frill, then you can use a curve tying forceps to actually strip the Descemet's in 3 zones, keeping it attached in the center. Now we release the vacuum and we place the 8 mm Trifine, and with that we use the same gentle tap and again stain it and remove the peripheral region. With this, you have a central strip tissue ready, and you can now use to make a scleral pocket window, which is used for marking the Descemet scroll. Now here you have to be careful, be firm to punch it through and through. Otherwise, you have to cut those tags with a Vanna's forceps and make sure that you dry out the Descemet scroll before you punch this. Otherwise, it tends to fall back and it will lead to endothelial cell loss due to manipulation. No-touch technique introduced by the Mellis group in Netherlands primarily involves using an instrument like a hockey stick, and it is used to dissect Descemets from the iris root near Schwalbe's line, just beyond the trabecular mesh where the adhesions are formed. And I thank Dr. Jagdish Reddy to provide his surgical video for the same. The idea is to dissect 360 degrees from the periphery, and this actually, with the help of hockey stick, this helps in giving a uniform dissection plane, very less chances of Descemet tear over here. And once you get that 360 degree frill, most of the next procedure can be the same, where you can use the 8 mm size graft and then proceed with the next dissection. The yogurt technique was introduced by Dr. Zamalis, which involves a Trifine which is a size like that of a yogurt, wherein it has a hinge. And these hinges are useful in direct stripping away, like how you peel off the lid of a yogurt can. These trifines are useful, especially in pre-stripped grafts. And the similar technique was a hydrodissection, which was an inverted Descemet's membrane by Dr. Mark Muren, where he uses hydrodissection and place the Descemet's membrane scroll inverted, where endothelium is inside. I mean, even this is used in pre-stripped tissues. The marking can be made with the help of a Sinskey hook, but you need to dry out the Descemet side thoroughly, otherwise it smudges the side. You can use any asymmetric alphabet T, S, L, so that it helps you in identifying the side. Well, I use a Melis tube, which has a thicker end on one side and a narrower end on the other. And with aspirating the scroll towards the center with the help of thicker end, and then changing the side to inject it into the anterior chamber using the thinner end is the ideal procedure. One important thing is you have to avoid any air bubble injection, air bubble in the tube. Preparation of host is pretty similar to DSEC. I would skip this. Loading part also we've covered. What I wanted to bring in to highlight is there are other tubes like Goyder's tube, which is a straighter tube, like not unlike Melis tube, and it's also manufactured in Germany. But this can be connected to a 5 ml syringe and has a beveled tip, but you have to make sure that the tip crosses the pupil before you inject the thing. This technique, and I think Dr. Vikas Mittal has demonstrated this technique many times by using a portable IOL cartridge tip with a 5 ml syringe and maybe a phaco tubing, which can be used to deliver the Descemet scroll as well. Now, the unfolding of the graft has been very nicely demonstrated by Dr. Peter Wellman on his website, and different formations of the scroll. So I will just take you very fast through some shapes. So this is one triangular formation which is desirable at the end of every DMEC unfolding, and this is the prior step before it unfolds fully. What is needed is that you should aim to reach to this stage by using different maneuvers. If it is a twisted graft like this, you need to tap at its apex so that it starts opening up and then gives you a double scroll formulation, and then tap into the center of the double scroll to open it up to get that triangle formulation towards the end. Sometimes the scrolls are very tight, then you can introduce a small air bubble in the center, which can be helped to get open up the double scroll, and it helps in unfolding totally. Double cannula is useful to keep one open edge flat and then open up the other end by gliding movements. So finally, what I would like to tell is that though DMEC, there are many techniques involved over here, you need to master one of them and take one technique which you are comfortable with based on your evidence. Not every described variation is critical to be implemented. Measure your outcomes and refine and improve.